Hey guys, and welcome back to your one room schoolhouse. If you are new here, my name is Mary Barfield and I'm homeschooling mama to a second grader and a fourth grader. And in my most recent video, I shared with you guys all about how I go about planning a lesson of Blossom and Root Science. I got a lot of feedback from you guys that you were a little overwhelmed or a little intimidated by Blossom and Root Science, but you were interested in doing it. You just didn't know how, so you haven't pulled the trigger on it. So I wanted to share that with you guys in the last video. I think Blossom and Root Science is an amazing program, and I want to make sure that it is accessible to as many people as possible. So I was happy to share that high level overview of how I plan it. Now, in this video, I'm going to share a little bit of a deeper dive. I showed the planning aspect of it in my last video. Here, I'm going to show you what an actual lesson looks like in implementation in our homeschool, so you can see in real life what that looks like. We have done 2 levels before this. We did level 0 and level 1, so we are well versed with Blossom and Root. This year, we're doing level 2, which is all about plants and fungi kingdom. And this week's lesson that we're going to be sharing with you is wonder number 2. Now, in previous levels, I was able to do one wonder over one day. This year, we have decided to split it over 2 days from a planning perspective. It allows us to go a little deeper, get a little bit more richer into the information. We don't feel as constrained, and we feel like we can follow those rabbit trails, so to speak. So you're gonna see us filming the first half of today's lesson, or this week's lesson today, and then we'll come back again tomorrow and share with you the second half of the lesson. Now, just as a heads up on my channel, sorry, my dogs are being crazy. Now, as a heads up on my channel, we don't share our kiddos' faces for their privacy. So you will see in this video, I changed the angle so you can't see their faces. You might see their hands, you might see the back of their head. You'll hear their voices interacting with me in the conversation of the video, but just for privacy's sake, we just don't share their faces at this time. So I promise I'll be able to share with you how the lesson goes even without sharing that information. But without further ado, let's not ramble on because I can do that so well. Let's get into the lesson. Was playing it. Okay guys, so we are currently in morning time. We just finished up our calendar time, our circle time, all that stuff. And part of the Blossom and Root program is she offers a bunch of different additional picture books options. You don't have to do them, but we do. We grab whatever we can in the optional book list for the week from our library. If there's not anything available, then we just don't do it. I only grab things basically that I can from the library to help keep costs down because I can't purchase any more books or else we wouldn't have anywhere to put them.
It's called The Plant Rescuer.
Yes, so the book we're reading today is called The Plant Rescuer. This week there were actually quite a few books on the book list we were able to get from our library. So we read one yesterday. What was it called?
Let me go see.
Do you want to grab it?
Plants Can't Sit Still.
Plants Can't Sit Still.
Charlie really liked that
Charlie
one.
liked that one because she can't sit still. Let's see. Do you have it? Oh, I thought you were going to grab it. You got it? Okay, so this is the one we read yesterday. Plants Can't Sit Still, and it's all about how plants actually move, which I thought was a really good one. And so today is called The Plant Rescuer. We just read this in our morning time. It's on theme with the lesson that we're doing this week, so I thought I'd share that with you in this clip. So let's read it. Okay, The Plant Rescuer by...
Okay, that's a big plant.
It is. He is by Matthew Rivera. Okay.
Whoa.
Manny and his dad come from a long line of gardeners. So he's got a landscaping truck.
Ooh, wait, that's a lot of stuff.
That is. Well, you need a lot of stuff when you're doing landscaping.
I know.
Dad knows when to prune camellia trees, how to grow blue hydrangeas. Hydrangeas are mommy's favorite. And which plants attract bees. What do bees do? Do you guys remember?
Oh,
yes.
They are.
Well, she raised her hand first.
They pollinate.
They pollinate.
And they bring it back to and they like drop it on other plants.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it makes honey.
Exactly.
So they fly to a flower, and then they get as much pollen.
That you got it. Good job. Pollen.
As they can, and then when they're done getting the pollen, they accidentally drop some on the way home, and the rest they make honey for them to eat or to help their babies.
That was very good.
You seen put it outside.
And maybe. Manny, look at your room. It's beautiful. Mijo, let's share your gift and take cuttings of your amigo to our neighbors. This is a kind of plant you can propagate, meaning you can cut some of it off and it'll regrow roots and you can give it to people.
Yeah, I think, and do you Nelson has one, and it keeps giving her babies. So she made an episode where she decorated 2 pots for them.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, look at this. This is his apartment. Manny is the youngest gardener in a long line of gardeners. He gave it to all of his neighbors.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks! Oh my goodness. What'd you think?
I liked it.
It's a good book? I like it too. Okay.
Hi!
The girls wanted to say hi to you. Okay, so we just did our morning time, which included the book you saw that we read this morning about the plant rescuer. And then we just finished up our Build Your Library lesson. Now we are moving into science before our independent subjects. My girls have snacks that they're eating right now, so you probably hear the chomping.
I don't chomp.
I know, yours is softer. That's fine.
I
So now we are getting into the actual lesson for Blossom and Root. Blossom and Root. So today we are learning about plant anatomy and what plants need. Yeah.
Cool.
So you guys are familiar with cells and what they are. Do you explain to me what you think a cell is?
A body or...
Well, hold on. She put her hand up. Let's go with hands.
A body part.
It is a part of your body.
That helps you with your blood and like heart.
It's in your blood. It's in your heart. Do you guys remember? This was a really long time ago, so maybe you don't. But we used Lego blocks and we used them to build stuff because cells are called the building blocks of life.
Remember science?
No. Okay. Well, it's good that we're reviewing it then.
Remember science when we made a magnetile spaceship?
We did, yes. So we can actually do that this week, but with cells. Okay, so some organisms, all organisms are made out of cells, all living beings. They are literally the smallest building block of our bodies, right? Some organisms, like bacteria and yeast, are made up of just one single cell, while others are made up of trillions of cells like us, right? But plants are also made up of cells. Their cells look a little different than ours, and we're going to learn about those this week. They are somewhat rectangular. A lot of times when you look at a human cell, it's circular, but a plant cell is rectangular. They have something called a cell wall around it as well. Okay, so we just talked about, those are the big things I want you to take away from this lesson, those things that we just talked about, okay? So let's just review some quick vocabulary before we get into our book, okay? So what are cells? The
building parts.
The building blocks of
Your body.
your body or life, right? All life has cells. Yes.
Why are we talking about our body?
Well, because we're
talking
talking about anything. Anything living has cells, right? You have cells, but so do plants. One lesson. Cell walls. The structural layer on the outside of the cell, it surrounds the cell type and it basically protects the cell for the plant, right? The cell membrane is around that and separates the inside of the cell from the outside world and protects the cell, right? Mm-hmm. So the cell wall gives it the strength and structure. The cell membrane around that protects it, the inside from the outside, okay? And then chloroplasts. Oh, here. Okay, so we've just gone over the main ideas for the lesson this week, and then I've just reviewed the vocabulary. Next, we hop into the reading, and so we are going to use our spine that we chose to use with this level, the Secret World of Plants. This is a really great spine if you have younger to older elementary learners. It's really a beautiful spine, and it's got great info in it. So we're going to learn. You like it? Okay, we're getting the thumbs up.
Good.
Okay, so let's put the hand down so they can see it though. So we're learning about the plant anatomy right now. So here's the layout that we're going to look at so you guys know what we're talking about. So we're going to learn all about the plant anatomy, the plant parts, right? Okay, so most plants have the same basic parts that are built from a tough material called cellulose.
What do the root hairs do?
It's just extending out the roots further to get more nutrients in the soil.
Are they called root hairs instead of just roots because it's more hairy?
Yeah, they're finer. They're thinner like hair, and they're able to from the soil. Yes.
Do fruit have roots?
Fruit is what comes off the plant. So no.
Well,
fruit is what plants produce.
So, if you grow carrot just with the carrot.
Carrot's a vegetable. Carrot is a root vegetable.
So, if you grow an apple.
Mm-hmm. That comes from a what?
Root. Tree.
Comes from a tree. comes from the limb of a tree. The fruit, any kind of fruit, is what grows off plants that you can eat. Yes.
Can we get a donkey?
That is a very odd question. Our HOA won't allow it. Okay. Okay. So now that we have learned about the different anatomy of plants and we've learned about what they need to survive, let's watch some videos. Okay.
Videos.
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 That is really All right, guys, so it's the next day. We're doing the second half of our lesson. We are not into our science block yet. We are still in our morning time, and we are reading today's book basket book that I got from the curriculum recommendations that we had at our library, and we are reading The Tiny Seed. The Tiny Seed. So we've got one more book after this that we're going to read tomorrow during morning time.
What does that say right there?
It says Eric Carle. That is the author's name.
Is that his signature?
Yes. Yes, so it's in his handwriting. I know. So we're going to read The Tiny Seed right now, and then we'll finish up morning time, which is this is the end of it. We'll move into our Build Your Library block, and then we'll pop back into science. So let's see what this book is about, because we've not read it yet. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flowers, seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going?
I think I know which one it is.
You which one? The last one, this guy? Yeah. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower's seed pod, bless you, opens. Gesundheit. It's okay. Out comes many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. So the seed pod, or its pod has opened, and now more seeds are flying out into the wind. Wait, hold on. The end. Wait, is that it? That is. So what do you think's happening?
It says it grew tall, it lasted longer,
Mm-hmm.
but it means it lasted longer, but its seeds will go off eventually.
Yeah.
So it's not, so just because it died doesn't mean it's not the end of it.
Exactly. It's the whole life cycle, right? Seed to sapling or, seedling.
Mommy?
Yeah, into big plant, and then it releases its own seeds and starts all over again. Yes.
Can we do a project where we paint a flower?
Would you like to paint a flower today? We could do that if you would like. Okay. All right, so let's now move into our history block. All right, guys, so we just finished up our Build Your Library block. We are now into our Blossom and Root Science block, and today we are doing the second half of our lesson for this week. What are we learning about yesterday? What are we learning about this week? Cells of plants and what plants need to thrive and live, right?
Sometimes we will learn about what's the difference between cells from plants and animals.
Yeah, exactly. So plant cells are a little bit different. What's one difference of a plant cell versus a human cell? They're rectangular. What about their color?
They're white.
What's chloroplast?
I don't know.
It's the color. What color are plants? Green. Good job, you silly guys. Okay, so the second half of our lesson, we always do the experiment/activity that they have for us. We've chosen 2 this week that we want to do from the instructor guide. We are going to be doing a up close look at a plant cell. So we have to go outside and get a leaf. And we're gonna look at. Well, you guys can go out in a second, yes, to grab a leaf, and we're gonna look at it under the microscope.
Right there.
I also, do you guys still want to do the plant cell window transparency activity, where we do this transparency on the window with Okay.
It's really cool. It's kind
Yeah.
of like shiny.
So we're going to do a little bit of STEM. We're going to do a little bit of arts and crafts. And if we have time, I might save this for tomorrow. But if we have time, I also pulled an activity from the book seed that correlates with this lesson about identifying plant problems. Because we're doing more and more planting of our own plants. I thought it'd be good to look at,
That are dying.
something's going wrong with this plant. Can we identify what it is so we can fix it? And I thought that'd be good, just practical for us to know. So, and then we'll do our student notebook. So can you guys go run outside and grab a leaf for me?
We're gonna go in the front.
Okay. Don't let the doggies out.
We won't.
Okay, so the girls are running outside right now to get a leaf. I'm gonna get the microscope set up for us to look at the cell of the plant underneath it. What do you guys see?
Oh my god.
What do you see?
I see like it's kind of
little green circles.
yeah.
Are they circles or are they more rigid, like squares and rectangles? Guys, be patient. Each of you will get a turn. So do they look like circles or do they have more like walls?
Walls, yeah.
Like a cell wall of a plant?
Wait, are those the cells?
Yeah, those are the cells.
Stop it.
Yeah. Okay, while the girls are looking at their second leaf under the microscope, I thought I'd share with you. So this is the second half of the lesson where it gives you lots of options for hands-on projects. So we chose collectively, I talked with them this weekend before we started the school week about what they wanted to do, so I knew which supplies I needed to get. And they said they wanted to do the up-close look at the plant cells. So it says you could just do a hand magnifying glass or we have pocket microscopes. But since we have a real microscope, it was kind of nice to be able to see it that way. But they also wanted to do, and since we have the time and this didn't take that long, they wanted to do this window cling plant cell window transparency, so it helps them go through what is in a plant cell. So all I had to buy for this week was this contact paper, which we're going to use for a bunch of other projects, and it was less than $10 on Amazon for 4 rolls, so it made sense to snag it because we'll use it for tons of other projects. So they're going to use this as a model, and then we'll put it on our windows. So our neighbors out in the cul-de-sac get to see what we're doing for homeschooling. Okay, so the girls, we got the contact paper out. They have it sitting right side up. The girls cut their construction paper, which is a cell wall. That's big. Yeah, that's good. This is their nuclei. We're using this as our model. So there's a nucleus. And then this is going to be the permanent vacuoli. I'm not good at saying that, y'all. And then we're going to make chloroplasts out of the green bits. And then the pink bits are going to be our mitochondria, which are what? The powerhouse of the cell. And then because it's sticky, that contact paper, we can make a window cling out of it and we can put it up on our window and we'll have plant cells on our windows. I think that's gonna be super fun, right?
I might even put it on my window.
Oh.
Sticky.
It is sticky, but this is fun, right? Okay, so you got your organelle. Okay, so now let's do the chloroplasts next. Do you guys remember why the chloroplasts are important?
No.
They're the green things where
Photosynthesis
takes place. Well, you need a couple. So you want them to sprinkle all around your cell, right? See how the model looks right here? So we want them kind of a little bit here and there. They need to be smaller than the nucleus. You're going to do 2 or 3? I think that's good. You guys are doing so good. And all this is a pack of the tissue paper from Dollar Tree. We love Dollar Tree for art supplies, right?
Yes, but sometimes I don't like it because stuff doesn't work sometimes.
Sometimes it's not as good, and we should spend the money and get the good stuff, but sometimes it works just fine, right? Like this situation, this is perfect, right?
Yeah, so I cut it out into rectangles and then I'm going to open it.
That's very smart. That's okay, baby. All right, we'll come back and show you the end product, guys. All right, so here are the girls' window transparencies. It's okay. So the top one is Charlie's. The bottom one, hey buddy, is Emery's. And they turned out really good. And then I know the lighting's a little odd, but it really was cool because this is a camera looking into the light, but in person, it's like flooding through because it's a transparency. So it's really neat. What do you guys think?
You should try it.
They should do it? What do we give it? How many thumbs up?
2.
2?
200. That's how much I have. 200.
200 and a foot? Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
Okay, now that we are done doing the hands-on projects, we are now going to do our student journals. I'm going to show you guys in the instructor guide what that looks like. There's a couple options you can choose for what you do for your student journals, but I've been really enjoying the prompts that I'm seeing in this book, so we've been using those a lot lately rather than just doing like copy work or just a general narration. So we're going to get the table all cleaned up from the project, and then I'll show you what that looks like in their student notebooks. Okay, guys, so here is what it says for the student notebook. You can just do an open-ended narration. You could create a collage. You could do copy work from maybe one of the books you looked at this week, or you can use one of these prompts. So I think we're going to do one of these. I like this first one for my kiddos. Describe the things a plant needs to survive. Or if you guys really got into it and went down a rabbit hole, you could explain what chloroplasts are. And they're just going to do that in their notebooks. This is from, 1 second, honey. But these are the notebooks from Blossom and Root. You could use other notebooks, but we just like these because it goes with the program. So this one's Emery and that one's Charlie. So which one would you guys like to do? Do you want to describe the things a plant needs to survive? Or do you want to explain what chloroplasts are?
Chloroplasts, the one it's the green ones, right?
Yes.
Other than that one.
Okay, Charlie, why don't you do the things that a plant needs to survive? What do they need?
They need sunlight. They need water, they need oxygen, they need sugar to eat.
So nutrients, that was really good, Charlie. Okay, well, I'm going to write that down for her because her stamina for writing is not quite there yet. So I'm going to do that for her and then she can draw. So why don't you get started on the drawing and then I'll write down that narration once I'm done. Okay, and so while they're doing that really quickly, I wanted to explain. So this is one of the activities I pulled for one of the book seeds that goes along with this program. I'm not going to do this today because we are running a little bit behind because I've been filming. It's taking up more time, obviously, from my day than usual. I'm actually going to bring this into morning time because this is just a hands-on at the table, like identifying plant issues and then going through this. But if you've not looked at one of the book seeds are really great for individual units to deep dive based on a literature book. So we're going to do this as just an extra side. It is totally optional and not necessary, but I just like this. So we'll just do that tomorrow morning during our morning time. So I won't include that in this video, but that is it. I'll show you guys what their notebooks look like when they're done. Okay, guys, so here are the girls' journals. So like I said, Charlie followed the prompt of what are the things that plants need to survive. She said plants need sunlight, oxygen, sugar, or nutrients, and water to grow. And then Emery took on the task of explaining what chloroplast, what happens there. Chloroplast help make the plants green. Chlorophyll also helps it make the plant green. The process of photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast. So did pretty good. I think they're wonderful. And that's what a week of, or a wonder of a Blossom and Root lesson looks like for level 2. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that and it was helpful to you guys. Y'all want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye, guys. All right, y'all, I hope that was super helpful to you if you're considering Blossom and Root Science for your homeschool. It gave you a better look into what it looks like in practicality, in reality, implementing that lesson. Hopefully it doesn't seem as daunting anymore or overwhelming to you watching this video and the last one. If you have any questions about anything we shared in this video, leave them down in the comments down below. If you are new to my homeschool and you love all things homeschooling, definitely hit that subscribe button and follow along with us for further fun videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.